Hi, how are you doing, guys? This is Gaoyuan Xu, Yuepeng Hu, and Yangyu Huang. And we will talk about the whale communication and the interesting thing we'll show in the following PowerPoint.
In the animal kingdom, there will be several mechanisms to help animals to survive, which could be prey detection, predator avoidance, and social behavior. In this lecture, we could explain how whales live in the ocean via vibration. Generally, there would be two outlines for whale: baleen whales and toothed whale. The main difference between these two whales would be about the structure of the head. There are 16 species of baleen whales and 73 species of toothed whale. Their communication method and the utilization of vibration are different.
Baleen whales communicate mainly through low-frequency acoustic signals, which are mostly below 5 kHz. The advantage of low-frequency sound is it can be heard over long distances. By significantly reducing the amplitude of the vocalization rate, baleen whale can minimize the risk of predators eavesdropping on the sound. For short sound wave, baleen whales let the sound pressure transmit through soft tissue, which is called pressure mechanism. For long sound wave, they use bone conduction mechanism activated by the skull vibration. As the picture shown, the tympano-periodic complex can host the whale's rigid ear bones on its skull. Inside tympanic membrane complex, the ear fat is in contact with the ossicles, welded from the side. Ear fat extends from the ossicle to the fat area. Therefore, E5 can provide a direct path for sound to reach the ossicles and the inner ear. To hear the low-frequency sound, baleen whales allow the interactions between incident sound waves and the skull cause deformation that induce motion in each bony ear complex, which will result in best hearing sensitivity for low-frequency sounds.
So right now, let's talk about the toothed whale, which is also called the audacity. Different from the baleen whale, toothed whales will be prominent in the social system since most of the toothed whales will work in groups, such as the killer whale will cooperate to implement hunting. In this case, their communication will be extremely important, which could also point out that some species of toothed whales have a high intelligence. Most of their communication will be based on vibration, which includes sound wave transmission in the water. Since different toothed whales will have different voice and hearing range, some of the whales will have the distinctive dialects. However, generally most toothed whales such as dolphin and killer whales will use high-frequency voice for communication. The point is, the high-frequency voice system could also help them to locate target or seafloor via hydrophones. Just like what I have mentioned, most toothed whales will have broadband bandsound clicks ranging from tens of kilohertz to 150 and 170 kilohertz. However, some unique individual will be narrow in bandwidth and high central frequency, which peak might be in 125 to 140 kilohertz, and the bandwidth might be 11 to 20 kilohertz. The particularity could also explain why some whales have distinctive dialects. The sound production for toothed whales will be based on airflow vibrating complex tissues surrounding the nasal aperture. And that is also the reason why only toothed whales could produce ultrasonic vocalization, but baleen whales could not. However, it is unclear and not been proven that toothed whales would use sound via larynx. The brain structure of the toothed whales is shown in the picture. As we could see, the system was separated into two parts. One would be about the outgoing system, and the other one would be about the incoming sound system.
Accordingly, baleen whales always launch a low-frequency vibration, which is less than 5 kHz, and toothed whale would launch a high-frequency vibration, which would from 10 to 170 kHz, and unique species would have some difference. There is another case that the sound production system between these two whales are different. Although the core for both of their systems would be based on vibration, baleen whales would produce sound by pressure mechanism and bone conduction mechanism. However, toothed whale would conduct vibration via airflow through their special part. The sound system for the whale are amazing, and that is also the magic part of nature.
And here's our references. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.